Dream Spirit Menki. Menki is a fluffy creature that devours nightmares and spits out good dreams. No one knows what mystical dream forest he comes from, but traces of him can be found all over the land. Menki is a tanky fighter who also deals damage. His recommended position is jungler, followed by clash lane. His stacked passive can greatly increase his tankiness and grant him physical and magical defense. On the battlefield, Menki can move flexibly thanks to his high base movement speed and his ultimate, which allows him to cut into the back row and safely retreat. Menki gains mass when he uses skills. The more mass he acquires, the larger he becomes. Mass also increases his physical attack and physical and magical defense. After leaving a battle, mass will continuously deplete until it reaches 0. Menki uses Dream Power to obtain a shield, while dealing magical damage to nearby enemies and gaining mass. When Menki hits an enemy with his basic attack, the cooldown of skill 1 is reduced. Menki launches Dream Drops that deal magical damage to enemies in the path and places a stack of slow on them. The first time the bubbles return to Menki, they automatically bounce toward nearby enemies and grant him a movement speed boost. After returning again, Menki gains mass and the bubbles become a Dream Bomb, which is then launched at the enemy to deal heavy magical damage. The longer the Dream Bubbles have flown, the higher the damage of the bomb is. When using skill 2, Menki can move in the opposite direction to prolong the flight time of the Dream Bubbles as much as possible and maximize the damage of the last phase. Menki performs a Dream Roam, gaining mass continuously and dealing magical damage to enemies in his path. Menki gains immunity briefly when he begins roaming. Using the skill again stops his roaming immediately, dealing magical damage to nearby enemies and launching them. Menki should learn skill 1 first, as each basic attack reduces the cooldown of skill 1. Its shield effect allows Menki to jungle without taking nearly any damage. During teamfights, you can also use basic attacks to refresh skill cooldowns and cast skill 1 again. Menki's mass is very important. While roaming, use skill 2 to attack monsters or minions to prevent mass from dropping too quickly. When fighting, poke with skill 2 first, then use the ultimate to move in a circle and launch enemies, then follow up immediately with skill 1 and basic attacks for the kill. The ultimate can also be used to kite and quickly retreat from the field. Menki has very high damage in the late game, but his survival and engagement capabilities are rather weak, so if you get the chance, try to help out your teammates fight dragons or push towers on the lanes. If you have to join a team fight, wait until the enemies use up their crowd control skills before entering the fight for a finish.